What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA 19 video. Another episode in my Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Obviously not really done one of these in a little while, doing a bit of like career mode, different things like that, a few streams. But I've got back into it now and I'm going to be doing the Flashback Wayne Rooney SBC today. It's not necessarily one which I think is going to be kind of like extremely popular just because I don't think it is necessarily worth it. But at the same time, it is a player which, you know, a lot of people have very fond memories of him when he was like in his prime. A lot of people really enjoy watching him play. He was obviously like, you know, England's record goal scorer, Man United record goal scorer. So he's going to have an incredible card, as you can see here. And I'm just going to do him just because, like, I think as an English football fan, it's something that you can't really turn down the opportunity to use, like a Wayne Rooney. It's obviously supposed to be kind of at his peak. I don't necessarily know if it is because it's like 2004 is when it's from. And that's obviously when he was like a youngster, first burst onto the scene of the Euros. Now, I think the only reason they've done that particular card is due to the pace factor. See, when he was younger, it's obviously going to be when he's a bit quicker. So I don't know if that's necessarily really his prime. I'd probably say his prime was about 2007, 2008, something like that, when United won the Champions League. But nonetheless, really good card. So he's a 91 pace, 90 shooting, 87 dribbling, 86 passing, 85 physical, obviously 60 defending. He probably should have more than that, to be honest. He was obviously a really good, like aggressive presser and tackler. He used to chase back all the time, but EA wouldn't do that because it would make him way too OP on the game. Yeah, so obviously like acceleration, sprint speed 91, 88 finishing. We've got like 94 shot power there, 90 penalties were pretty good. Long shots is only 87, which I think is a little bit unusual, but I think that's probably again due to the fact that it's his 2004 card. I think if that was him, like in his prime, maybe it might have been a bit higher when he'd scored a few more. Composure's 99, which is absolutely incredible. Really good like ball control and dribbling, things like that. In terms of like the passing stats, again, I think they'd probably be a little bit higher if this was from like a few years down the line when he like showcases his passing ability a bit more. Aggression only being 90, and to be honest, I thought it probably should have been about 95 really, but nonetheless, it is a pretty good looking card. Obviously, like in terms of like weak for things like that, 4-star weak for that's pretty decent. The work rates is a little bit unusual, so this is where you kind of get yourself into a little bit of a debate as to like what position you're going to put him in. You know, I think obviously most people want to put him up front, but do you put a striker in with medium attacking work rates and high defensive work rates? I'm not sure. He might be better off in midfield, but he doesn't really have the defending for midfield, so it's a bit of a strange one. It might be difficult to kind of find the perfect position for him, but I'm sure the player of that kind of talent, it should be okay to pick him out in the end. Yeah, 3-star skills, 5'9", all the kind of usual stuff there. But in terms of getting this one done, guys, it is pretty expensive, so that's why I'm just saying it's like definitely worth it, just because like the league and nationality and stuff like that. It's not going to be easy to link him into like a really good team, but if you want to use him off the bench, or if you've got icons and you can easily fit him in like that, then probably pretty worth it, to be fair. So the first squad is based around his time at Everton. So you only need like one Everton player. So I've gone for Pickford. He is actually the highest rated Everton player. He only costs like about 1 or 2k, something like that. Even though he's the highest one, it's because of like you need an 85 rated squad. He's only an 83. Still keeps a fairly low value because no matter what, really, it doesn't really matter if you go for like Pickford, Sigurdsson, or some other players like lower rated at Everton. You're still going to need a few highly rated cards throughout the rest of the team. So it just doesn't make a difference really. But I already have Pickford in my club, so I just threw him straight in. In terms of the rest of the guys, it's pretty much just about like building around really what you got in your club to get an 85 rated team and obviously making it still link. Now, I was quite lucky. I had Tovan and Payet in my team, my club, both 84 rated, which is obviously not quite getting the overall rating there, but that's a perfect link straight away. So that's good for chemistry. Had Falcao as well. This is all actually first owner, this particular squad. It's the other one which I had to pay for. But this is the cheaper one because it does require like the lowest rated, but you know, it's fine. I'm more than happy to have managed to get it done without having to pay for any of it. It's a bit disappointing having to pay for the more expensive one, but you know, it is what it is really, isn't it? And then kind of like, yeah, around it is literally just picking what you got. So I've quite a few Arsenal players. So like Leno, obviously an 84, he's at left back. Obviously, he just gets linked with Socrates on number 84. Ozil's an 86 there. Got a Lacazette up front. as an 84. Perrin and Barzagli, a perfect link at the back there, 2 84s, like Juventus Italian. Handanovic is the big one because he's an 88 rated, so he really like boosted the overall rating there. Just threw him in at right back just to get that link to Barzagli. But that's obviously the issue when you have a Pickford in there. You do need to kind of like almost make up for it with players like Ozil or Handanovic, just to make sure you do go up to 85. But as you can see, like for an 85 rated squad, it doesn't really require that much. You know, I've got 188, 186 and 185, and the rest of it's all like 84s or 183. Now, you think you've got pretty much all 84s, you ain't going to be getting an 85 rated squad, but it more than cuts it, to be honest. It does more than cut it. So, yeah, like, I think Handanovic made more of an impact than I thought. I would say. I never really expected it to boost the overall rating that much. Like it took me by surprise when I literally threw the players in and it worked. So that's pretty much fine. Yeah, it is 85 rating, 83 chemistry, and I'm going to prove that to you guys now. I'm just going to move my face out of the way. I've not done one of these videos in a while, so I've just realised that I've got it covering all that sort of info there for you. So before I jump on to the next squad, I'm just going to quickly sort that out for you guys. Alright then, so yeah, we'll quickly just submit that. It's a decent little pack as well you get there, being a Prime Gold Players pack, so it's not too bad really. Can't really complain too much with that. In terms of like overall pack rewards, it's maybe not like incredible. Why is it taking so long to update into the store catalogue? This is a problem. Like my face, you can't even see me. So like I get the light off the screen, which means you can actually see me. For some reason, like my room just gets really, really dark, and I'm just like a shadow now. I'm real. Here we go. I'm back. Yeah, like you get some decent packs out of it. I think this one's a rare mega pack, so that's not too bad. You could say like, oh, you get like 100k's worth of packs now. Let's be honest, you probably ain't gonna get 100k out of those packs. You could get even more, but you got to be realistic when you're sort of like measuring these sort of things up as to like whether they're going to be value for money for yourself, and you've got to kind of think in like the worst possible scenario in that you're not going to get anything in the packs. I wouldn't kind of consider it like going with the mindset that you are going to get stuff in your packs. It's just not the right way to go about it. The squad is pretty much done there. Obviously, so I did have one player missing. It's just because Lacazette, I've just got him in both. So obviously I've just submitted him into one. So I'm just going to have to quickly pick him up now so that I can put him into it. Oh, wow, that's as a cam. I was lucky I didn't get that. That was lucky I didn't buy that. Why is he up as a cam? Who puts Lacazette a cam, man? Alright, there we go. Lacazette. Straight in. 4.4k, that's dirt cheap, isn't it, for an 84? That is really cheap. So yeah, he goes in there up top, and that finishes that off. So this particular team is a bit more because you need an inform as well, and you need an 86 rated squad. Also a Man United player, also that with the Everton one. Now because you need an inform in an 86 rated squad, therefore you're going to have to probably go for a fairly high rated inform. I've gone for Riffier. Fortunately for me, he is a first owner one. I saw my FUT Champions Rewards video, not from yesterday, but the week before when I last played. I got an inform Riffier and a red Riffier. So, you know, I can just throw him in. They're both untradeable, obviously. And he works a treat. And he works quite well because I'm looking at like Thiago Silva, Naldo, and then Verratti in midfield. And like people like Thiago Silva and Naldo, they're pretty cheap. Like they're not that bad for what they are. There's a few high rated centre backs in the French league which work quite well. Like I know it's like only an 84, but like Marquinhos as well. He's not a bad player. If you had like some more ratings like elsewhere in the team, I did try to get Marquinhos in, but I couldn't. I literally could not afford to drop another rating in this team to make it work. So I had to go for Naldo and Thiago Silva. Like I said, Verratti in there. But Man United player, I've actually gone for Mata. Just because he costs you like 1.6k, you can go for players who are actually like of the rating. So like for example, Matic, he's an 86, but he's like 25k, something like that. Or if you want to go for like an 87, just to get yourself a little bit of a boost, you go for Alexis Sanchez, and he's like 38, 39k, something like that. And it's just not really worth it. Like I think Because if you're somebody looking at buying this and you look at it, oh, I need to get high rated, I need to get a Man United player. Straight away you think, well, go for a high rated Man United player because you're ticking off like 2 of the requirements there. But that makes those particular players like a lot more. Whereas if you go for one of your slightly lower rated players as the Man United player, who's obviously not going to have anywhere near as much value because most people think, well, you can't do it with him, like there's no point. Then you can just go for slightly higher rated players elsewhere. Like for me, I've done it across my defence with like Vertonghen, Naldo and Thiago Silva. Defenders are always a lot cheaper than attackers. There's no point going for like an 88 rated attacker because there's always going to be a lot more. But if you go for some defenders, then yeah, you're always going to be standing a bit more of an opportunity of doing it as cheaply as possible. So yeah, Matt's in there, guys. Links with Thiago, which is quite nice. I already had Ribery in my club, so that's kind of why I've gone for this. But down here, I just put Thiago to link off him. He's like 21k. And then Matta just kind of worked because obviously the Spanish thing, so that was quite good. In terms of like what they all cost, so like Vertonghen, 38k, fair bit for him. Naldo, 22k. Obviously, that's the new transferred Naldo card. He's no longer at like Schalke, I think it was. Obviously moved to Monaco. There's Thiago Silva. He was like 43k. It's a fair whack for him, but obviously he's an 88, so it's to be expected. Verratti is like 21k as well. Like him and Thiago, basically the same. I've got Dele Alli, who I already had in my club, so that's why I went for Vertonghen. And then for the rest of it, I just had to kind of fill in these players with whatever just to make it link, really. So Bernardo Silva works, 5.8k. I used him quite a lot in a few SBCs, really, because he's a decent player to go for. And obviously, Lacazette, like you just saw, 4k. It was only 4k, was it? Wow, I thought it was like 4.4. That's pretty good. So yeah, in general, not too bad of an SBC. That overall cost me about kind of like 140, 150k, something like that, and that's obviously just for that squad there. You know, no kind of cost involved in the other squad. If you wanted to do this SBC from scratch, you're probably looking at about 300k. I know Footbin says like 309k right now. So, I mean, that's obviously saying like that's quite a bit. I wouldn't necessarily say that this card is worth 300k. I think only do it if you've got players in your club already. I mean, I certainly probably wouldn't pay him 300k if I didn't have anything in my club. I would be probably willing to pay about 200, maybe like 220, something like that. I don't think I'd be quite willing to go all the way up to about 250. So yeah. Just depends what you got, really, guys. But obviously, it's a really good card. It's quite a desirable card, but it's just about how you're going to fit into the team, really. So if you've got icons and stuff like that, then you know you're absolutely fine. But I don't have any icons. There's not really that many great English players out there. Like Harry Kane's probably one of the only ones. But like, how do you link it in? Because you ain't going to get any green links, are you? I think a big thing is like the Flashback Ibra, obviously like another MLS player, so people that have got him are probably going for Rooney to get that link, but again, it's only a soft link, so it's just like what you guys think, really. You know, it's about weighing up all the pros and cons of like what's kind of suited to your club. For me personally, I'm just going to do it because I don't really have many players out there that have that kind of quality, just because I haven't had like, you know, I've not packed any like icons or anything like that this year. Like best player pack was literally the other day when I got that Future Star Guendouzi. That's why I've suddenly got some coins and actually decided to do this thing. Like if I didn't pack him, I probably wouldn't have done this SBC because it wouldn't have been value for money for me in my situation because I wouldn't have anywhere near as many coins. So yeah, it is just completely dependent on what your situation is, guys. Just going to quickly crack over these 2 packs just to end the video. We don't kick off with a walkout. Are we going to get a board at all? No. I did the Foot Champions Cup thing. It's like the event that's on, isn't it? Like there's an SBC for it. You get like a mega pack for that. I didn't even get bored in that, so I've just had like a 35k pack and a 45k pack, and I've had no board, which is always good. And a rare mega pack to end it, guys. 55k pack. Oh, we get at least a board. Oh, we get a walkout. Okay. Okay. And it is an inform as well. Wow, that's going to be Sommer, isn't it? Is it Sommer that's in the team? He's like an 87. Blimey. We will take that. That's, I mean, that's more than good. That's extremely good. He probably sells for quite a bit as well, just because of the ROONEY SBC needing like a high rated inform. He's probably a decent amount. I'm wondering if we've got anything else underneath there. But that's, you know, that's money back straight away. So that's not going to cost me anywhere near as much. Oh, 2 informs on Yakuru. Wow. God, Streetman in there as well. That's incredible. Anything in the duplicates maybe? Kepa. Wow. Wow, guys, that's incredible. Actually, I won't bother selling that kit. That's insane though. That's mad. Two informs in the same pack. Like 3 squad fitness cards. Possibly the pack luck is on the turn. Look at that. We got Sommer there, who is looking about 50k. So realistically, guys, I mean, like Onyekuru is going to be like discard price. So we've probably made. You think like Kepa. We won't bother considering Kepa. So let's just say there's like 60k out of those 2 players there. So that means this Rooney's cost me about 80, 90k in the end, which is, you know, that's great. I mean, I'm more than happy to pay that for a card of that kind of quality. So that's absolutely brilliant, guys. I mean, hopefully you guys get a similar kind of pack to that. And yeah, and hopefully you did enjoy that video and it was quite useful for you. If it was, then feel free to leave a like. Obviously, comment to let me know what you think about the card. Let me know what you got in the packs if you managed to get any informs like I did just then. And obviously you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All the kind of like information about various like social media, Twitch, things like that, all been like along the top of the screen. But that is it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.